As we said earlier, even during the ceasefire, CBN News contributor Chuck Holton says there was still fighting in parts of northeast Syria. He's with the Free Burma Rangers, working to help the victims of the war. CBN's Heather Sells has more with Chuck, including the story of God's miraculous protection.
Turkish-backed Syrian fighters are taking control in Sari Kani right now. That's on the border between Turkey and Syria. CBN News contributor Chuck Holton is there with the Free Burma Rangers, providing medical care to anyone who needs it.
Many of the homes inside Sari Kani have been set fire to, from what I'm told. We can see the smoke in the distance. There are still sporadic bouts of fighting in this area between the FSA forces and the Syrian Democratic forces. There are also mortar attacks and bombs from drones being dropped. There are drones overhead from Turkey almost at every moment. It's really changing the way that the people here live. They're afraid to go outside.
Many people are just trying to survive, says Holton. It's tough to even find food.
The supplies have been running out of just about everything because most of the supplies came from Turkey.
People here still can't believe that the U.S. has pulled out of the region. Free Burma Ranger Dave Eubanks is overcome with emotion, caring for the baby of parents who fled.
When I saw this baby, it hits my heart. And you know what people say? They say, "Where's America? Why did you do this? Why did you leave? Why did you leave us?" The Turks, the Free Syrian Army are attacking. ISIS is coming up and attacking.
In the midst of the chaos, Holton credits the protection of God for his team's safety.
Just before we got in the vehicles, the gun truck and another machine gun and some dismounted infantry came up on a berm and opened up on us, and it was an absolute miracle that nobody was hurt. I watched a couple of our guys that were up against the berm with bullets ricocheting off the dirt all around them. They were untouched. Our vehicles were untouched, which is unbelievable.
And he's asking for prayer that they'll be useful.
We're not here just to come see the war. We're not tourists. We're here to help.
Heather Sells, CBN News.
As you saw in Chuck Holton's report, he's working with Dave Eubank and the Free Burma Rangers. For the last several years, the Free Burma Rangers have treated the wounded and shared God's love first on the front lines of the battle against ISIS and now on the front lines in this fight against this Turkish invasion. Here's Eubank's description of what's happening there in northeast Syria and his appeal to the American people and how they can make a difference.
Here in northeast Syria, we just came out of Ras Al Ain, Sari Kani, where the Turks and Free Syrian Army had been pounding and surrounded the Kurds and civilians. We got all the wounded and civilians out, which is a blessing. I thank God for this humanitarian corridor, but now we need to do more. We as a country made a mistake. We lied to the Kurds and we betrayed them. We told them to move their defensive positions and allowed then the Turks and the Free Syrian Army to come in and slaughter them. People have been asking me, why did you leave us? And so my appeal to the American people is this. First, pray. Pray. This world is big enough for everyone to share. There is a way to compromise and find a way. And the U.S. needs to stay here. The U.S. cannot solve the problems of Syria or anywhere else. But right here, we create a space where the Kurds and the Arabs, the Christians and the Yazidis and others can work something out, and they were. There's no guarantee it'll work, but guaranteed it will fail if you leave. And right now, this was an emergent, small democracy of a mixed ethnic religious group that got along with each other. But they needed us in the middle to help hold that together and to keep ISIS down. These people fought and defeated ISIS here, but to keep them from rising again, the U.S. needs to stay. Also, to stop Assad and his dictatorship to taking over this whole country. And the Iranians to come up as well here, which is not their country. So here, we have a chance with only a few soldiers and will to not only be true to our friends, but help people maybe get along. And so my appeal is, America, please come back and stay with what you got. Dave Eubanks, God bless you in Jesus' name.
Alpha, Omega.